Dumelang, welcome to my channel. I go by the name of SKYEsehahabane. I am the dopest on the road. Pissed. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And today, I am back with a story time. Sheba, lauka ikhagola jang, lauka umfan will always find a reason to disappoint you in Jaluke. I'm going to be talking about how I was dragged on social media because of umfana. Anyway, this happened round about last year. I can't remember when. It's also not a time I want to remember. But anyway, disclaimer, this is my story. I'm telling my story and I'm not here to talk about anybody, so I'm not going to mention names, and I'm just going to change a few details here and there because I ain't about that. But this is my channel, and I'm going to tell a story time about what has happened in my life. So last year, shortly after Rangwan, story sele sa Pitori, I was bored, I was lonely, I felt like I just needed some excitement in my life. So the excitement presented itself. So it happened so that this guy started following me on Instagram now. And for a while he was following me, waiting, just liking my stories, always loving my stories. And you know what they say? If a person starts liking your stories, your Instagram stories all the time, corner into. So I was just going about my day because I'm like, whatever. And then after a while, I started following the guy back, you see. And he just continued about his life, liking my stories. Everything I posted, he was so interested in. Waiting, busy. So, he responded to my Instagram story. And from the Instagram story, we took it from there. Like, I was very interested in the conversation like that, and he was also interested in the conversation like that. So the conversation went on and on. And not even long after, Umtu was just starting to tell me about, oh, I really like you. I'm not about to waste time. Hey. And me being me, I was like, oh really? So we continued talking as we used to talk, but then obviously now I have it in my mind, but we antitanda no. And then I think not long after that he asked me for my WhatsApp number. And guys, Sheba yentleke tabakie. Moving from one social media platform to another to continue to talk, it's a bad idea. If you guys met on Instagram, stay on Instagram. If you guys met on Twitter, stay on Twitter. So there's something about WhatsApp. There is something about WhatsApp, man. When we move to WhatsApp, things always just. So we moved to WhatsApp and then we continue talking. And that's where matata is simulating thing. So when we moved to WhatsApp, rabua, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, hey, what kind of person are you looking for? In chan. So I think also just in the course of us talking, he then invited me. He's like, no, we should meet today at the mall. So I just have to go to work. I'm at work, but if you are like nearby, we could just quickly meet and then go home. And I was like, no, I'm actually at the mall, so I'll wait for you. So kids and Ako McDonald's, I was at the mall for my errands, but I think I was just like, you know what, I'm done with my errands, let me just go meet this person anyway. So I'm actually sitting at McDonald's, so McDonald's. And I think this was roundabout, and it was on a Friday. I remember it was on a Friday. So, and then he said to me, look, I'll find you at McDonald's. I think it was round about 1 o'clock. I don't know, for some reason I was like under the impression that he was only just gonna like take an hour and then wabo. So 1 o'clock goes by, 2 o'clock goes by, 3, 4. I'm literally still waiting for McDonald's. I remember I even like went into my Netflix. I watched a whole, I think 4 episodes or 5 episodes of like a show. What I'm saying. 4 o'clock, umfana a horror. At Zena and I know I'm at the back. You know? So in my head, I'm like, you could just come and fetch me at McDonald's. You know, what is the issue? But anyway, I wanna go to my afternoon. Sharp. So I get to the bag. Shame Umfana has a bag from Woolies and he has like got us those shakes. I don't know what they call them, but he had gotten me like a chocolate shake in a bottle from Woolies. And I was like, okay, thoughtful, okay, fine. But it was horrible, like it tasted terrible, but I was just like, oh my god, it's so nice. You know, first anyway, we walked from the mall to the taxi rank. It's like probably like 20 minutes away or like 25. So we just decided, let's take a walk to town. That was now our official meeting. So when we get to town, I go to the taxi rank that I'm supposed to go to, and he goes to the taxi rank that he's supposed to go to, and we part ways. I'm like, sharp. He's like, sharp. I get home to just talking about, oh, you're so nice, you look so cute. I mean, of course I look cute. But I was like, whatever. Thank you. Oh my god, you're so sweet. I also like you. Hey, now we're comparing heights. Who busy? And I think a week goes by, or 2 weeks, we were still talking. Now 2 weeks go by, we're talking. The third week, my friend and I decide, no, let's go to the club, you see. So we go to the club, and we get to the club, and we just chilling. But then upon us getting to the club, I forgot to mention, upon us getting to the club, it wasn't really that full, but it was also just nice because we were like, it was a group of people who were really just nice people. So we were all just enjoying each other's companies in that way. And then across from our table, I'm gonna call him Rangwan. Rangwan ha uduti like across from the table, and like Nali Rangwan naturally we just don't really vibe. It's always just given, I don't vibe with you, you don't vibe with me, and that's fine. So he's sitting alone, and like the group of friends that I was with are kind of like cool with Rangwan, so they were like, oh, can we bring Rangwan to our table? And I was like, yeah, because I'm also just thinking, it's actually not anything big, we've never had a talk about it, we just never vibed in that way. So I was like, sharp, and the club like now started picking. Now it started like really is serious. But then now later on, I think it was about 3 hours later, so I'm sitting here, my friend is sitting this side, and then this side is the other guy that we were with, and then the girlie, and then there was girlie's friend, and then there was Rangwan sitting across from me. So sharp. So I'm sitting like this. Everybody that comes in through the door, I can see them, you know, because obviously they are going to pass right on that space to go to the bar. So as I'm just, you know, enjoying my vibe, sitting, enjoying my vibe, ow, Motukyo watsena, Instagram guy watsena. And now I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? But I'm just like inside, I'm just like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And then I played cool and I just continued dancing, but he walks in with his friend and then they go sit by the bar area. You know, there's like some clubs where they have the bar area in like at the center stage. Yeah, man, squasa bora. O khona go dula hela bareng or o khona go dula like ha bathong. So they decided gore ba ye go dula ha bareng. And I'm also just, you know, sitting here and now I'm standing up dancing with Tiki plus Kini Kape. E really hore we tsikeng ke ikutlwa man ke ema ke ntse ke wa tlhaloganya sharp the whole time. Instagram guy is like just staring at me trying to make eye contact and I'm really just not there because I'm also just really nervous, so I was just like but my phone was also off. But as I was dancing, I saw Instagram guy indicating to me man phone because I'm trying to talk to you, because I was like oh, and then I asked one of my friends who I know from the club to like charge for me by the DJ setup. I'm like, can you just quickly like, you know, sharp and charge la phone like that me lights it's a Instagram guy. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then he's like, hey, how's it? You look good, whatever he said. I can't really remember. And then sharp, what happened? So now the phone is now by me because I charged it for like 3 seconds and then it was like maybe like 15% or whatever. He's telling me, come over to my table. The bar area. Okay, ke tla mo bareng go sharp wa tlhaloganya. So I get tsena go bareng, he introduces me to the friend. He's like, oh hi, this is Sky, this is Mang how okay, oh yeah, nice to meet you, yeah, sharp wa tlhaloganya. And then he's like, is there anything I can get you? I'm like, no, just give me a bottle of water. Because I was also just trying to keep I was nervous as fuck, but anyway. So as I'm doing all of this, pouncing up and down, ke go bareng ke tla gape ke bua wa tlhaloganya gona busy. And then to be quite honest, Instagram guy was like, I need time alone with you, so do you mind if you go like outside? I'm like yes, let's go outside. And then and then we like just talking and just like okay, to be quite honest, we were not just talking, but we were like talking and just like messing around sharp. And I think I was gone for like an hour or two because we were just talking, man. It was just a nice lengthy conversation. And then sharp, my friend now started looking for me. My friend starts looking for me, and then I hear like my friend from a distance like, Sky, hi bo, I've been looking for you. I'm like, oh hi, sorry babe, I'll come there just now. So I go back to the club and I was wearing like a vest. I was wearing a very tight vest. By the time I went back into the club, everybody started looking at me weird. People started looking at me weird and I'm just like, what's wrong? And they were just like this. So I was like, but anyway, it happened like in so I was like, whatever, I don't care. And like easy guys, we cannot even deny it, huh? Savannah at in there's nothing that can stop you. Oka palama le dark. Oka ya go DJ, umora DJ in. So it was in my system, and at the time I felt like I don't really care about what like people are looking at me like that, because anyway. As I make my way to the seat, I sit down and my friend pulls me. He's like, Gaibo, when I've just found out what you mean? I know motho e tsang no yana go boa le ene o no tshile le 2 hours ago ke motho ga rangwane ke re and then for a moment I was like everything I saw everything was just ke utlwa le pina ka re ga itsene dipina tse ding di tshamekane ke utlwa ka re ga go register man ke re ke ra yalo a ke re ya no one tshebela. So I'm like, and then I stepped out of it because guys none nikitsene sa bana. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I will deal with that tomorrow. So instantly I take my phone, ke ra Instagram guy ke re think peace ke mo re ka think peace. Ari Emma Billy, let's go outside again because I need to talk to you one-on-one. Riri banyaneng ke mo ga ke re wena ka unje ga o mpolele gore nya o motho. Ari nna ke re go twe nna ai le magasolanga motho a dutse across of me ke re njani, what are you talking about? And he's like, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Ke mo ga ke I'm giving you a time to explain yourself, or I'm just like getting out of here and you and I are never gonna talk again. And then he told me, no, me and this guy we weren't really dating. We had a talking stage, but it didn't like but I really he looks me dead as in the eye. Except of course what I'm trying to build with you here. He goes by and said, no, you know I'm serious about you. So I'm just like standing there. Kim ready. Why would I go into the club and ignore somebody that I'm supposedly dating and give you attention as my side piece, if we were to put it that way? I'm like, okay, the math is mathing. Anyway, I forgave him, son. I forgave him. Sharp. So the Sunday I wake up very much cuffed. But because of I don't follow Rangwane like on socials. We obviously, because we don't vibe like that, so I don't really follow him. I never had a reason to follow him like that. My friend sends me screenshots in the morning the Sunday telling me ba haibo wena bona gore go diragalang. So when I go over to look into the screenshots, there's a whole think piece. Guys, sometimes scamp was a bona Sikempi when somebody is throwing shade, they are throwing shade at you and they know that they're throwing shade at you, and you as the receiver of the shade, you can see that the shade is with you and it's for you. So I immediately looked at the screenshot. I'm like, no man. So I'm like, okay, what is going on? So I'm asking my friend, okay, fine, I can see the screenshot. If I tell you, like, a lot of people, not even a lot of people, there was a few people that I didn't even speak to prior that day, the Sunday, who had the audacity to go into my DMs and ask me about a situation that happened the Saturday. And people were coming to me about Haibo, when I ask, how dare you? And I'm just like, I got triggered all over again. So I texted Instagram guy, and I know I'll talk to Rangwane. So now I'm on my first day of relationship and everything is already so messed up, guys. It was messed up. And I was just sitting there like, but anyway, there was the post itself, and then down on the comments you could see Hore Rangwane was going at it with his friends, talking about how dare he cheat on me, not with the basic me basic. When people have discussed something prior to taking it to social media, man. So I was just like, imagine first week of me being in a relationship with this person. God, there's so much going on. You know, at that moment you feel like you wanna explain yourself, but I was finished. Never in my life had I thought that one day I will ever be on social media getting shaded because of umfana, who probably didn't even like us both. If I had to tell you what happened after that, hey. Also, again, it wasn't something that only ended up in social media. Now my name was in the streets talking about, no, I did this, that, this, and that's not the kind of reputation that you would want as a person, but it happened like that. And why is it that when somebody, when your partner goes out to do something with somebody else, you don't go to your partner, you go to that other person? It's very weird. I don't even know if Instagram guy was being truthful to me or to either of us, but I will say this, but it's definitely something that was not worth it for me, because anyway, Instagram guy continued to like do some shady shit. Like, he moved weird for the rest of our supposed relationship. So I was like, ugh, whatever. You know, for such a long time, especially when you're dating somebody and for a long time you ask them to act right and they don't. Like, they just don't act right. And then you end up thinking, maybe I'm just asking for too much. Only to find out that you're actually not asking for too much. Because now, I can tell you now, I realize looking back, especially with the current person that I'm with right now, I feel like I've realized that, you know what, I actually wasn't asking for a lot. And what I even thought was a lot, the current person that I am with right now thinks is like the bare minimum that he should do every day. And it's like, hi bo. And I just want you guys to remember that you are never asking for too much. You know deep down what you deserve, but because of osetlak, you want to believe that you're asking for too much. And it's okay, but and when it's time for you to leave, please leave a person alone. And I'm glad to even say that I have put that behind me, and it's okay, and I forgive everybody that was in the situation. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. Thank you guys for coming through, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel